Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, May 20th, 2019. There are 24 items on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. with the Zoning Subcommittee meeting, chaired by Councilor Anthony T. Zambuto. He's scheduled to be joined by Councilor Jessica A. Giannino, Councilor Patrick M. Keefe Jr., Councilor Ira Novoselsky, and Councilor Daniel Rizzo. The committee will discuss the following. First, pursuant to Council Order 19-063, this is regarding a zoning ordinance amendment, telecommunications facility, the hearing that was called as ordered on an ordinance further amending the zoning ordinances of the City of Revere relative to towers and telecommunications facilities on municipal buildings. And second, pursuant to Council Order 19-085. This is a hearing called as ordered on the special permit application of Mobility LLC, 120 South Riverside Plaza, Suite 1800, Chicago, Illinois, 60606, seeking permission from the Revere City Council to install a small cell antenna and associated equipment on an existing utility pole number VZ3332 on Pleasant Street, near the intersection of Broadway in Revere, Massachusetts. At 5:45, we move on to the Appointment Subcommittee, chaired by Councilor Jessica A. Giannino. Also on the subcommittee, Councilor Patrick M. Keefe Jr., Councilor Joanne M. McKenna, Councilor Stephen Morabito, and Councilor John F. Powers. The committee will consider the following appointment. Pursuant to Council Order 19-088, the reappointment of Camdelli Construction as a licensed drain layer. Please note that in order for an appointment to be confirmed by the full City Council, the appointee must attend the Appointments Subcommittee meeting. At 6 p.m., it's time for the Revere City Council meeting, which begins with the salute to the flag, and calendar item number 1, the roll call of members, and calendar item number 2, the approval of the journal of the regular meeting held on May 6th, 2019. Calendar item number 3, public hearings. Pursuant to Council Order 19-067, this is a hearing called as ordered on an ordinance amending the senior work-off property tax abatement program relative to eligibility. Be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Revere as follows. Section 2.88.040. Eligibility of the revised ordinance of the City of Revere is hereby amended by deleting subsection 2.88.040C in its entirety and inserting in place thereof the following new subsection. C, in no event shall a person be eligible for this program if such person's income exceeds $73,250 for individual applicants or exceeds $89,500 for married applicants. Income limits will increase by the percentage increase in the U.S. Department of Labor, Bureau of Labor Statistics and Consumer Price Index for the previous year as determined by the Commissioner of Revenue to be effective for exemptions granted for any fiscal year beginning on or after July 1st, 2018. Calendar item number 4, public hearing. Pursuant to Council Order 19-087, regarding the communication from the mayor relative to an amendment to the revised ordinances of the City of Revere trash collection. Calendar item number 5, pursuant to Council Order 19-091. This is a communication from the mayor relative to a loan order in the amount of $6,700,000 for the Phase 10 construction, CWSRF project number 4487. Dated April 17th, 2019, the city is seeking to borrow funding for construction of the following project. CWSRF construction project number 4487, $6,700,000 for the Phase 10 construction, which includes infiltration inflow, I&I, removal, illicit discharge detection and elimination, IDDE, pump station construction, and drainage improvements. The CWSRF loan received initial approval from Mass DEP through the CY 2019 CWSRF Intended Use Plan. Specifically, the work proposed under the calendar year CWSRF 4487 funding will accomplish the following. The $6,700,000 in construction funds will be utilized for 5 categories of work. 1, to remove and redirect sources of illicit connections to the sewer system. 2, to extend drains as necessary to remove illicit connections to the sewer system. 3, to rehabilitate sewer pipelines, pumping stations, and manholes to reduce inflow into the wastewater system. 4, to rehabilitate storm drains and pumping stations to improve flood control and/or to reduce the amount of stormwater entering the wastewater system. And 5, to complete the capital improvements to stormwater and wastewater pump stations throughout the city. Calendar item number 6, pursuant to Council Order 19-092, public hearing on the communication from the mayor relative to a loan order in the amount of $1.5 million for Phase 11 Field Investigation CWSRF Planning Project number 4532. Dated April 17th, the city is seeking to borrow funding for planning of the following projects: CWSRF Planning Project number 4532, $1.5 million for the Phase 11 Field Investigations. This CWSRF loan received initial approval from Mass DEP through the calendar year 2019 CWSRF Intended Use Plan. Specifically, the work proposed with the $1.5 million in calendar year 2019 CWSRF 4532 planning funds will be utilized for 3 categories of work. 1, to investigate the conditions and operation of the sanitary sewer and stormwater system. 2, to continue with citywide supplemental field investigation and activities associated with illicit discharge detection and elimination. And 3, to continue to develop and implement a house-to-house inspection program for the purpose of identifying sump pump for removal or redirection. Calendar item number 7, pursuant to Council Order 19-109. This is a hearing called as ordered on the application of Emerald Business Enterprises, Incorporated, doing business as Roadway Inn, 309 American Legion Highway, Revere, Massachusetts, seeking permission from the Revere City Council to develop a private parking lot consisting of 14 parking spaces on lots 20 and 22 Tuttle Street, Revere, Massachusetts, to serve the applicant's hotel located at number 309 American Legion Highway in Revere. Calendar item number 8, pursuant to Council Order 19-110, hearing called as ordered on the petition of National Grid to excavate, run, and maintain underground electric conduits, together with such sustaining and protecting fixtures as may be necessary for the transmission of electricity on Ward Street in Revere in accordance with Plan number 265-92278. Calendar item number 9, part of the Zoning Subcommittee report pursuant to Council Order 19-063 regarding the hearing called as ordered on an ordinance further amending the zoning ordinances of the City of Revere relative to towers and telecommunication facilities on municipal buildings. Calendar item number 10, also part of the Zoning Subcommittee report, pursuant to Council Order 19-085, hearing called as ordered on the special permit application of Mobility LLC, 120 South Riverside Plaza, Suite 1800, Chicago, Illinois, 60606, seeking permission from the Revere City Council to install a small cell antenna and associated equipment on an existing utility pole number VZ3332 on Pleasant Street near the intersection of Broadway in Revere. Calendar item number 11, the Appointments Subcommittee report, pursuant to Council Order 19-088. This is regarding the communication from the mayor relative to the reappointment of Camdelli Construction as a licensed drain layer. Calendar item number 12, pursuant to Council Order 19-114. This is a communication from the mayor regarding ETP funds. Dated May 15th, 2019, dear council members, the Educational Technology Program ETP Committee has approved the use of ETP expenditures for the attached project. Therefore, I respectfully request the City Council to approve the appropriation. Regards, Brian M. Arrigo, Mayor. Dated May 8th regarding the ETP scholarship. Please be advised that on January 2nd, 2019, Revere High School submitted an $8,000 request for 4 $2,000 scholarships to the ETP committee. However, this request was submitted before the online process became available. This request was included on the ETP's February 25th, 2019 meeting agenda and was approved by the ETP committee at that meeting. Because said request was not submitted online, it was never approved by the City Council. If you approve, please request a vote of the City Council as soon as possible, as the scholarship awards ceremony is on May 28th, 2019. And that was from Dr. Diane Kelly of the Revere Public Schools Superintendent. Calendar item number 13, pursuant to Council Order 19-113. This is a communication from the Mayor relative to the appointment of Ms. Lorraine Pereira to the Library Board of Trustees, dated May 15th, 2019. Dear Council members, I am writing to request the appointment of Ms. Lorraine Pereira of Revere to the Library Board of Trustees. Thank you for your consideration. Regards, Brian M. Arrigo, Mayor. Calendar item number 14, pursuant to Council Order 19-112. This is a communication from the Mayor relative to the appropriation of free cash to an emergency fund, dated May 15th, 2019. Dear Council members, in response to Councilor Zambuto's motion, I respectfully request that we appropriate $60,000 from free cash to an emergency fund. Please find the verification of funds attached to this request. Regards, Brian M. Arrigo, Mayor. Calendar item number 15, pursuant to Council Order 19-111. This is a communication from the City Auditor relative to the free cash appropriation for snow and ice, dated May 15th, 2019. Dear Councilor Guanasso, President, for FY 2019, the City Council appropriated $350,000 for snow and ice removal during the winter months. However, the total amount of money spent this fiscal year for snow and ice removal totaled $695,000. Per Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 44, Section 31D, a city may incur liability and make expenditures in excess of appropriations for snow and ice removal, provided that such expenditures are approved by the Chief Administrative Officer. The Auditor's Office has worked in conjunction with the Director of Public Works to ensure all expenditures for snow and ice removal have been processed. As such, I respectfully request an appropriation of $345,000 from free cash, which will cover the deficit in our snow and ice account. This appropriation from free cash will allow for the books to be closed without a deficit in this account. I will be in attendance at the City Council meeting on Monday to answer any questions with regard to this matter. Best regards, Richard Viscay, City Auditor, Budget Director. Calendar item number 16. This is a communication from the Director of Veterans Services on the list of memorial dedications that will be held on a later date to be decided by the Family and the Veterans Service Office. Calendar item number 17, pursuant to Council Order 19-115. This is a communication from the City Auditor relative to the sick leave buyback fund appropriation. Dated May 15th, 2019, dear Councilor Guanasso, during the FY 2019 budget process, the Council approved the establishment of a sick leave buyback stabilization fund. This fund was established to enable the city to reimburse all departments for the cost of sick leave buyback provisions per the respective collective bargaining units. Prior to the establishment of the fund, all sick leave buybacks were budgeted in the respective departments. However, this practice oftentimes led to amounts that did not match the actual liabilities of each department. We had originally estimated the cost of all sick leave buybacks for FY 2019 at $425,000, and as such, we appropriated this amount to the fund. I am happy to report that the overall cost is $347,800. The savings of $77,200 will remain in the sick leave buyback stabilization fund to be used as needed in FY 2020 and beyond. However, the $347,800 needs to be appropriated from the fund to each department which had sick leave buyback expenditures. But I respectfully request that the council approve this order so that we can begin to make all necessary adjustments to ensure that the books can be closed on June 30th with no appropriation deficits for sick leave buyback. I will be in attendance at the City Council meeting on Monday to answer any questions with regard to this matter. Best regard from Richard Visquet, City Auditor, Budget Director. Calendar item number 18. This is a communication from the City Auditor relative to the free cash appropriation Workers' Compensation Insurance Fund, dated May 15th, 2019. Dear Councilor Guanasso, during the FY 2019 budget process, the Council approved the establishment of Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 40, Section 13C, which created a Workers' Compensation Insurance Fund for communities that choose to self-insure. This fund was established to allow for payments for the city workers' compensation liabilities, including salaries and medical expenses for all city workers. We originally appropriated $400,000 to establish this fund, and these funds have been used throughout the year to pay for the related costs of all workers' compensation liabilities, including public safety officials injured on duty, 111F. We are now in need of replenishing this fund to continue to pay any and all workers' compensation wages and medical expenses as they occur. I respectfully request that the City Council approve an appropriation of $400,000 from free cash to this fund so that we can continue to process all necessary payments from the Human Resources Department as required by law. All appropriations into this fund will carry forward into the next fiscal year and beyond to address all open workers' compensation cases. I will be in attendance at the City Council meeting on Monday to answer any questions with regard to this matter. Best regards, Richard Visquet, City Auditor, Budget Director. Calendar item number 19. Pursuant to Council Order number 19-116, this is a motion presented by Councilor McKenna and Councilor Powers that the mayor send a letter to the MBTA to remove an enormously large "We Sell Ugly Houses" banner that has been hanging for the last 2 months from the top of the Wonderland garage. Revere has a new ordinance created a year ago banning billboards and advertising signs. That's 17.08.060 advertising sign. Advertising sign means a sign advertising a product, service, or business, whether or not sold or conducted on the premises upon which the sign is located, including billboards. Calendar item number 20, pursuant to Council Order 19-117. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor provide the City Council with information related to cybersecurity for the city's critical infrastructure, backup plans, and if we carry insurance for such issue. Calendar item number 21. Pursuant to Council Order 19-118, a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor requests the Chief of Police provide the City Council with a numerical record of all criminal citations issued from 2010 to the present and the number of arrests from the same time period. Further, the mayor be requested to meet an executive session related to the city's policing policy. Calendar item number 22. Pursuant to Council Order 19-119, this is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor request state officials to fund the connecting of the Blue Line and the Red Line. Calendar item number 23. Pursuant to Council Order 19-120, this is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor provide the City Council with a copy of the 2016 draft Wonderland RFP. Calendar item number 24 under late motions. Pursuant to Council Order 19-124, motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City Council award certificates of appreciation to former State Representative Reinstein, Nick Mulason, Joyce DiNuccio, Jane Rizzo, Debbie West, Sophia Forgione, Pamela Anderson, Eric Lampardecchio, Rose Napolitano, Heather Legere, Kelly Edmonds, and owner of Volare, Chris Salerno, for their efforts in making the Revere Senior Prom a very successful event. And this has been Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, May 20th, 2019. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the council.